Are we trying birria or beef stew? What is this?
If I gave this plate to my wife like this, she'll be turned off by it.
Fire your chef and hire me as your birria making guy.
My name is Teodoro. I am from South Central California.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Bobby Chavez. I'm from the city of Lancaster.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Rafael from Bueno Park. And today we're trying each other's birria.
This recipe is like a family secret, right? This comes from my uncle, Agustin in Zacatecas. So shout out Theo.
So I actually learned how to cook birria from my mother. Rest in peace, my mother. It's a special recipe just straight from Michoacan, Morelia. And I would say it's a little mixture of Tijuana as well.
So I learned how to cook birria looking at social media, watching, okay, cool, you do it this way and that way. I started doing it and I made it at home and I enjoyed it.
There's certain dishes that I have to cook at home, and birria is definitely one of them.
I consider it a blessing, being able to feed my kids and them actually being able to taste my mother's food, because that's what she instilled in me.
To cook for my kids, sometimes it's like a love language, you know? My kids mean the world to me. I have tattoos, daughter, the same as my son.
My birria turns my wife on. That means I'm for sure gonna win. This is my birria, and the reason it's so special to me, it's because my mom taught it to me. And she passed away 3 years ago from cancer. Pretty much anything that comes from her, I hold it dear to my heart. I had the birria with a side of rice with corn and some frijoles, the tortillas and the lemon. And on top it has cilantro, and it actually has onion as well. So my paste actually has 2 different types of chiles, California chile and a paseo chile. But you know what, it's actually not that spicy. So why am I gonna win? Because this recipe right here comes straight from my mom. And you know that's love.
Smells pretty good.
There's a thin little layer of grease on top, which is a good sign for birria. That means the cook has that thick backside of the arm. That's what you want. Yep. This feels like he selected his cuts adequately.
It's a little different from how I cook it. And then other than that, I don't eat veggies. I just never ate them in my younger days, and nowadays I still try and I'm like, nah, it's still not for me.
And there's a tortilla with it.
Fresh made tortilla would have been better, but we could try it out and see how it feels.
I just like to roll it up, dip it, do one of these. It's like a little canoe with a little meat nugget on top.
The meat is a little chewy. I don't feel like birria should have a really strong flavor. I would feel like it should just be a mix of different spices.
The consistency of the consommé is right. The flavor profile is there.
I would add more no suiza, more salt, more pepper.
This is not your quinceañera birria. This is more like we're getting together and we're cooking some birria. The kids are running around. Las comadres are in the kitchen gossiping. The fellas are outside stirring the pot, making sure that we get this birria going.
My reaction with eating this birria at a restaurant, I'd kind of be like, this is not really birria. Maybe even make a complaint to the chef, like, is this birria or is this something else? And you guys make more money off my recipe. Fire your chef and hire me as your birria making guy.
I think this one might be up there with mine. Definitely dad approved.
Oh, this birria definitely is not from Jalisco.
This one checks all the boxes and the extra box, the recalentado test. When you reheat it and it tastes even better. This right here, tomorrow, is gonna be 10 times better. I'm gonna give this an 8. This is a strong, you know what? I'm gonna give this a 9. I would've given it a 10 if it was chivo.
I give this birria a 5 just because it's not fully prepared like it should be. If they were from Jalisco, they would understand.
All right, so my birria is mira de chivo, right? This takes a little bit of a longer process. I've already prepped it with cilantro and onion. I have beans and rice on the side, but really the rice and beans is just to complement it. It's 6 to 12 hours of just cooking, letting all the juices marinate. You can't just throw any pieces of chivo in here. They gotta be the right cuts. I know my birria is gonna win because my love for Rufus, which is my goat, sacrificed himself for this. Rufus said, I am your winning goat. I was deciding, right? It was a difficult decision, but when me and Rufus locked eyes, his last words to me were, bye. This is just proof that I'm the birria goat.
Ooh la la, we're the opponent. I think this is chivo. Let me see. What is chivo?
It looks like it was cooked pretty good. Just the beans and rice a little too plain, but I'll try it out, see what it tastes like.
This is good. This is real good. This is real good. The tortilla doesn't taste like store-bought or anything like that.
You know, some people know how to make it where if it's chivo, you don't taste it. I always get the chivo flavor in the back of my throat. And that's when I say, nope, I can't eat it anymore. So if this one's chivo, it doesn't taste like it.
It's super soft. It's perfect. It's almost perfect.
Well, on this one, the meat is a little too loose. I don't know if I'd call this birria.
I like almost everything about it. Just missing a Coke.
I mean, it tastes good. Flavor's not as strong as it should be.
If I gave this to my wife, she would leave me for the other guy.
This guy, his specialty is not birria. I think he's better off doing a different dish.
This is definitely a traditional birria. I didn't even know birria was from Jalisco, but this is definitely from Jalisco.
Let me cook your birria, or at least teach you guys how to cook the original birria, and you guys would fall in love with it.
Viva Guadalajara! Viva los tapatíos! Me voy a poner a bailar.
If I were to give this to my girl, she would probably say like, it's not the best birria. We could have just made some at home.
So between birria res and birria chivo, I personally like birria chivo a lot more. Here in the States, it's so hard to come by. It tastes identical to what I ate when I was 5 years old in Mexico.
This birria, I would rate it a 3 because it doesn't have as much flavor as you expect birria to have.
On a scale from 1 through 10, this is a 9.5. I wish I could make it this good. I'm done talking. I'm gonna continue eating.
My birria specifically is special because I made it. I know that you guys will enjoy it if you guys try it. I think it's one of the best. The whole complete thing, it took, I'd say, at least 4 to 5 hours. It's so many spices you have to put into it. 4 different chilies, it's garlic, it's onions, just a lot of love. My girlfriend says I cook well. They love my breakfast, even my kids. I know for a fact these guys got nothing on my birria. I think I'm gonna take the win just because I paid a lot of attention and made sure I made everything correctly so it tastes good and it has the flavor.
It looks just like mine, kinda.
Are we trying birria or beef stew? What is this?
Ooh, it's tender. Nice and soft, super soft.
Everybody thinks they know how to cook birria now. They watch a couple of TikToks and they're like, yeah, I know how to do birria. Put your crock pot away.
It's pretty good.
You guys hear that? It's way too runny. I could already tell he put way too much water. Look at that. I'm going to prep it as a good birria should be prepped.
I always like to add some onions, some cilantro, get a squeeze that lemon.
Salsa roja, not bad. This is good. I think this is it right here. This is a bit of a hangover cure as well. It's a little bit greasy, has some nice fat to the meat.
They didn't add enough garlic. I would have probably added a little bit more garlic to the paste.
It does have flavor. It's not as watered down as I thought it was gonna be.
I actually like it a little bit spicier. This is not spicy at all. I wish it had a tortilla right here.
If I was to have this served at a restaurant, I would say, yeah, it's on par. Like, it's not really something that I will say, I'm gonna go back to this restaurant for this dish.
If my kids were served just this, they wouldn't eat it at all. Immediately, they would be asking for beans and rice. We're Mexican.
This reminds me of like the birria you get at a quinceañera. We all know that quinceañera birria taste. This is it right here.
If I gave this plate to my wife like this, you know what? She'll be turned off by it. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would give this a 6.
This is birria by definition, but it's definitely not goat worthy. I'm gonna give this a solid 6 because it checks all the boxes. Does it look like birria? Does it taste like birria? Does it smell like birria? Yes, it does.
If they had added rice, beans, tortillas, and a Coke, it would automatically jump from a 6 to 9. Yeah, I was in the win. That's my mom's recipe. That's 35 years back.
What do you mean I didn't win? I just spent 12 hours making this thing. You telling me I didn't win?
My birria didn't win. I honestly, I can't believe that. You know what? Maybe the judge is rigged.
This is some those other chicken nugget recipe. You gotta be